Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB match that is happening on Saturday, July 29, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. Our Patreon is a way for you to support our channel and help us improve our content. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Minnesota Twins vs Kansas City Royals. Minnesota out-hit the Mariners, but were unable to match the barrage inflicted by Seattle's bats, despite a 4-run sixth inning. Matt Wallner led the way for the Twins as he knotted 2 homers, and catcher Christian Vasquez went 3-4 at the plate and added a home run to go with 2 RBIs. Joe Ryan got the nod and he struck out 7 while allowing 4 runs over 3.2 innings. Lyles has not been a reliable pitcher this season. He has a poor record and is inconsistent. Ober has been better on the road and will face a Royals offense that is bottom 5 in batting average. Ober also does not give up many home runs. While his walk rate has increased and his strikeout rate has decreased in night games, this is a good matchup for him. I expect the Twins to win by 2 runs. As noted, Lyles hasn't been a consistent hurler this season. That said, he will be matched up against the league's worst when it comes to striking out. Along with that, the Twins have remained soft in the box when on the road. While the Twins should get some runs, the Kansas City offense hasn't shown they can bust a game open as they've totaled just 7 runs in their last 3 contests. With the Twins' high strikeout rate and their bottom 10 batting average, which again is softer on the road, and the Royals' lack of firepower, look for this total to stay under the number. Take under 9.5 runs. Cleveland Guardians vs Chicago White Sox. The Guardians will have Logan Allen on the mound on Saturday. Allen stumbled last time out, conceding 5 runs, 4 earned, in 7 innings against the Royals, and was hit with a loss. The young lefty had not allowed a run in 3 consecutive outings prior to Monday's performance and has a 3.39 ERA and a 1.33 WHIP to go with a 4.3 record in 74.1 innings pitched on the season. Allen has kept the White Sox quiet, limiting them to 4 runs in 11.1 career innings. Cleveland has been within striking distance of first place in the AL Central all season after winning the division last year. They are only 1.5 games out entering Friday night. They are hoping to get Bieber back late in the season. The Guardians have won 3 consecutive series highlighted by a series victory against the Phillies, followed by a series victory against the Royals. Mike Clevinger will make his return after a stint on the Illinois. Clevinger last pitched on June 14 and was solid, recording 4.2 shutout innings against the Dodgers. The veteran right-hander is having a solid year, posting a 3.88 ERA and a 1.36 WHIP, accompanied by a 3-4 record in 62.2 innings pitched. Clevinger limited the Guardians to just 2 runs in 6 innings in the only meeting this season and has conceded 7 runs in 16.2 career innings against the rivals. Chicago has not been able to sustain momentum at any point. They surprised with a series win against the Braves, but have since dropped 3 consecutive series, including a series loss against the Cubs this week. They have lost each of their last 3 home series and are 2-8 in their last 10 games. The organization has already shipped Giolito, Lynn, Kelly, and Graveman for prospects. The Cleveland Guardians have only won 3 of their last 8 road games. The White Sox have not been great but have excelled against the Guardians this season, winning 5 of the 8 meetings, including a 3-0 win on Friday. Furthermore, Guardians starter Logan Allen is a rookie. He posted a subpar 4.76 ERA last month and has only made 2 starts this month. He is a lefty and the White Sox are a lot better against lefties, posting a solid .742 OPS against lefty starters, compared to only a .665 OPS against righties. White Sox starter Mike Clevinger limited his old Guardians squad to only 2 runs in 6 innings in the lone encounter this season. Our team pick is Chicago White Sox. Luis Robert is hitting .260 with a .726 OPS against the Guardians this season. The 25-year-old has been the White Sox most consistent hitter, delivering 28 homers with 58 RBIs and a stellar .875 OPS. Robert has collected 12 RBIs for the month. Chicago is averaging 4.19 runs, tabbing them 24th. The pitching has been shaky and has reported a 4.70 team ERA, placing them 25th. Our total pick is over. Boston Red Sox vs San Francisco Giants. Boston landed in San Francisco with a 4-game winning streak in their back pocket. Prior to Friday night they had gone 7-4 since the All-Star break. In their 4-game win streak they outscored their opponents, 26-11. The pitching staff allowed 5 total runs over their 3 games prior to meeting up with the Giants. They had allowed 467 runs over 102 games, leaving them 18th overall. Paxton remains a calming presence, going 5-3 with a 3.13 ERA and 48 strikeouts over his last 8 starts. The Red Sox starter has one career start against the Giants, a win in which he allowed 3 runs and 5 hits over 5.2 innings. The Red Sox are coming into San Francisco on a hot streak. They have won 7 of their last 8 games, and they have been particularly dominant in their wins, averaging a margin of victory of 4.7 runs. This recent success comes after a brief 2-game losing streak, but the Red Sox have bounced back strong, sweeping the Atlanta Braves, who are arguably the best team in baseball right now. The Giants are also coming off a losing streak, but their 2 wins before that were against the lowly Oakland Athletics. In their other recent games, the Giants were swept by the Washington Nationals and lost a makeup game to the Detroit Tigers. The Red Sox are clearly the better team right now, and they have a number of advantages in this matchup. Paxton has been a solid addition to the Red Sox pitching staff, and the Giants' offense has been struggling. Right-handed hitters are hitting just .171 against Paxton this season. I recommend taking the Red Sox with the money line. These two entered the series having seen a combined 102 of their game land under the respective total. Boston's last 3 games and 4 of their last 5 have gone under, thanks to some strong pitching performances. The under has gone 3-1 in the Giants' last 4 and 6-2 over their last 8 games. Paxton's last start was a nice bounce back from a tough outing prior, proving he was capable of getting right back on track without issue. He has allowed 2 earned runs in 9 of his 12 starts this season. Take the under. Chicago Cubs vs St. Louis Cardinals. The Chicago Cubs had a fun start to the season, but after a downswing in form, they became sellers at the trade deadline, and now, led by Bellinger, they're off to an 8-2 start since the All-Star break, finding themselves just 5.5 games behind the Brewers in the NL Central. In their past 9 games played on the road, the Cubs have come away with a 7-2 record, and with a 9-4 mark in their past 13 games played against teams under .500, this is a series they need to sweep in order to make a playoff push. On the mound, Chicago will turn to former Yankee Jameson Taillon, whose 2023 stats don't paint a very positive picture, as he is 4-6 with a 5.75 ERA through 17 starts. Fortunately, he's been much better as of late, going 3-1 in his past 5 starts, while allowing 13 earned runs through 29.1 innings, including an 8-inning shutout against Washington, and against a Cardinals lineup that's been solid in recent times, they'll need him at his very best. Despite winning the first game of this series and being much better in 2023, the Cubs come into this one as an underdog, and at +105, they are fantastic money, especially with the advantage on the mound and through their lineups. In the past 10 games, the Cubs have come away with a 6-4 record, including a 4-0 record against St. Louis this season, and after outscoring them 31-21 over that time, and with the playoffs right in sight, this is their chance to make a big push. Take the Cubs with the money line. While Game 2 of this series was a low-scoring one, this is a rivalry that's historically featured plenty of offensive outbursts, and with the over sitting at 4-3-3 in their past 10 head-to-head battles, this one should be just as fun. For the Cubs, the over sits at 7-1-2 in their past 10 games, and for the Cardinals, the over is 5-3-2 in their past 10 games, and with 2 of the hottest lineups in the National League, and 2 starters with ERAs combining for over 12 on the season, it should be another high-scoring affair. Keep it simple, take the over.